All right, everybody, welcome back to the Apartment A3 podcast.
Hello.
I hate that I do that, but
What?
the way that I
Podcast?
yeah, I don't know. I got to figure out something else.
swell?
It's annoying.
The podcast.
Over the rainbow.
I was just about to do that.
You son of a
I
bitch.
didn't mean to, but it's so good.
So I have to address something just at the top of the show so we don't bum the whole thing out. I just want to address that. Yesterday was the memorial for a good friend. Right now is when you're going to...
Chainsaws. Talk over it. Talk louder.
Okay. He would have thought this was funny, probably. My brother, myself, Matt Wayne, Steve-O, our good friend Jason Rovillo passed away this past Wednesday from battling a second brain tumor. It was a shock to me because Jason and I hadn't spoken in some time. Neither had Gary and he, who they were best friends for a very long time. Had a falling out some years back, and whatever those reasons are, that was between them. But Jason was such an enigmatic person. He was such a character. He was such a funny, quick-witted, competitive, angry dick. I think that's why I liked him so much, because we're really similar in that respect. And I just... I forgot a lot of things that happened. I forget a lot of shit from my past. I just forget about it. It's not that I'm blocking it out. I don't know. My therapist doesn't think so. But I just, it's just things that, I don't recall. But there was a lot of memories that were brought back to the forefront last night during this memorial, just seeing people from high school that I hadn't seen since the 10-year reunion at least, which is 12 years ago. So, it was really a positive experience. And, just want to, rest in prosperity. I don't know. What do you say? That dude doesn't rest. That's the thing. He's just not here anymore, but he's not gone. He's one of those people who, if there's a person who could be a ghost and haunt all of us to be an asshole, it would be him. Yeah. And I fucking love it. Well, I really do. Good. Like in the most positive way, because he would just exist to fuck with us because it would make him so happy. It would bring him so much joy. So, rest easy, brother. Or don't. Don't rest. Be that person that terrifies us all till we're all gone.
Become a ghost.
Tom quickly Googles how to become a ghost.
I mean...
So, prior to the start of the show, we were talking about possibly doing a Never Too Late reunion in June when a couple of the guys come back to town.
We got a band.
And stuff, so we think we're great.
It's called Never Too Late.
It's called Never Too Fucking Late.
Fucking late, yeah.
And that actually is a story that was told last night. That actually is the phrase from that song that got an entire outdoor show shut down at a mall in Lockport that we were doing. We were the first band up. All right, quick backstory. We were doing a show at Showplace, and there was this band called Lust for Lucy from like the Lockport area. And they had, at this show, their bass player just didn't show up. But one of their boys who was with them could play all the parts and had a bass, just didn't have a rig. So Bob lent them his bass rig. They had a manager. They didn't need to have a manager.
Of course.
But they had a manager. And she was she was this nice, I'll say older. I don't know that she was 30 at the time. That seemed so much older than me at 21. I don't know. She was definitely, maybe she was 40. I don't know. But she was a little older. But she goes, "Hey, listen, just, as a thanks for doing this, for letting us borrow his gear, we have a show in a couple weeks that's at the Lockport Mall. It's outside in the parking lot. It's this big skate around thing that we're doing to promote like helmet laws and like safety and making sure kids, wear helmets when they skateboard." So I'm like, all right, cool, like whatever. We'll do it. Well, that's great.
In that sentence, there's an underlined fine print that you don't see that says "Do not swear."
Boy, the outdoor kids thing. I didn't get outdoor and kids. So we just go up, and we were the first band. A bunch of bands were supposed to play. It was like 5 or 6 total, including us. We were the first band, and so we set up, and we started into our set, and everyone's jamming, they're loving it, and we're doing the PSA spots in between the songs. We're like, "Oh, guys, all right, everybody who's out here, make sure you're wearing your helmets when you're doing this stuff. That's what we're here for." There's kids on these ramps with no fucking helmets on.
Yeah.
There's like chaperones and parents there, and there's kids out there, no helmets on. And I swear I could be wrong. One of those was like, fuck you, dude. Like one of those, like one of the older kids who's too cool. And I'm like, all right. So we're just playing.
The can drops.
And then because it's like there's a residential neighborhood right behind that mall, and it was loud, and we're outside. They had like a full like mobile PA. Somebody comes over. We're not even finished with the set yet, and goes, "Did you guys just sing a song about fucking death?" I'm like, "What?" And it wasn't even registering with me at all. I'm like, "No, we don't say that's stupid. Why would anyone say that?"
Yeah.
You're sure you didn't use the phrase fucking death? I'm like, trying to think about what I might have said that sounded like it. I was just trying to be honest. I'm like, no, I mean, one of our songs, the phrase is, "We're never too fucking late." He goes, "All right, shut it down. That's it, we're done." I don't know who this dude was. And this woman's like all upset. I'm like, I don't, what's going on? And she comes over, she goes, "There's children here. You can't swear." I'm like, you didn't fucking tell us that.
Right? I mean,
like, you know what I mean?
who shut it down though? Was it just a neighborhood guy?
I don't know who it was. It was some kind of official of something or other, maybe probably affiliated with the mall, who was overseeing the thing and knew that they would get in a ton of trouble if blah, blah, blah. I felt really bad for all the other bands because we were the first ones up, and the whole show, that was it. It wasn't just like these guys
we
were done.
Finished and everything was
They shut
good.
the whole show down.
We saw some shirts.
Like the couple bands came up to us like, "Dude, that really sucks." I'm like, "Guys, I'm really sorry." Like, they're like, "No, you were really good. I mean, it sucks that they shut it down. We really wanted to play it, but you guys are awesome." I'm like, "Thanks."
Well, thanks.
Yeah. And, this woman had said prior to this, "I'll get you this show. We can work together. I can manage you guys too." I'm like, "All right, just fucking pump the brakes. Just give us the show."
Yeah, all right. We'll have a good time.
It wasn't, again, not a paid gig.
Not anymore.
a paid gig. Not at all. It was never a paid
Lust
gig.
for Lucy, apparently, is where you draw the line.
Yeah, I guess. So it's like, that was the only time we ever heard from her. And I was just like, all right, sorry guys, I don't know what to tell you. Mics are off. I'm like, cool.
Well, did the skating continue?
I think so. I don't know. We packed up and left. But
Played a show.
Yeah, but
Only band that's punk rock.
we think we're great. So anyway, we were talking about possibly doing a one-off reunion or whatever. And to your point from last week about if we got back together and just started playing again, that it would feel really familiar and great with Gary.
Yeah.
And what Gary had said last night about Jason is when Jay took over drums for us, when two of our members left, when Steve-O moved on to another band and Bob went over to his other project, the Gary left the drums to go to guitar because he was the other songwriter in the band anyway. The Jason, who never really even played drums other than screw on and Gary's kit, goes, "All right, I got it." And he just sits down and he just starts playing, and he had a mind for that.
That's sick.
And not only that, not only did he play the songs that already existed well, but he played beats and rhythms and timings that Gary just couldn't get down.
Huh.
And so that's why, like, the last thing, the Basement Sessions, if you remember, like those few songs we did, there's parts in there that are like from like Midtown and like we were heavily influenced by Get Up Kids and stuff, but
Midtown.
like there's different
Whoa.
there's just different parts in each of the songs which were just beats and stuff that Gary wasn't able to do with ease, and Jason just did it without trying. So
that dude Gabe is one of the coolest dudes I've ever met.
Gabe, that's what we were talking about last night. We were trying. Is he the one who looks like Dave Grohl? He's a bass player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He started Cobra Starship.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the Snakes on a Plane song.
Yeah.
It's really good. That dude was sick. He was always awesome.
Do you remember the season of
So kiss me
I want to say it was when The Real World had gone back to New York City for a season because the first one was in New York.
Maybe.
And the one girl was like sort of dating him. And he ended up on one of the episodes.
God,
Do you remember this?
I do remember that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I do remember that.
It's so hot in here. I'm
and
sorry.
then we actually had a party. It was at Hard Rock. We all chilled. It was a good time.
Oh, you chilled with Midtown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not Midtown. It was that dude.
Oh, with Cobra Starship or whatever.
Yeah, and we were bowling in the bowling alley.
Mm-hmm.
It was so fun. I remember running and slipping on the thing, and that's when I saw Ashley Simpson fall.
Oh, okay, that's where all that story comes together. Okay, yeah, I'm getting a better picture now.
It's just so weird. That whole night was blurry.
Yeah,
I didn't drink either.
yeah,
I was just stoned.
Just so much. Well, yeah, you were stoned too. Just so much happened, but so yeah, Planet lost another good one, and he's one of those one of a kind people, but. He left us with so much material that we're probably going to be good for a while to,
I would always feel like if I died I wouldn't want people to be sad. I would just be like, you don't even need to go to my wake. Just be
I
like,
pointed at my
and
brother
just go.
last night and said, I'm telling you this because you're the one in the family I trust. When I go, which will be before all of you, I want a fucking party in my honor. There better be no goddamn tears unless it's tears of laughter about stupid shit that I did or funny things. I don't... Yeah,
don't mourn. Just like,
I know I know that it sucks to lose somebody, so I know that it'll be difficult. But I don't want this dingy carpeted fucking funeral home feeling. I want you guys to run out a fucking show place.
It's
like
all
I
quiet.
want bands to play, and I want I want drunken toasts to me about how awesome I was. I want to earn it though. I need to earn it before then because I haven't earned it yet. But it's kind of a marker for me. It's like, all right, here's where I need to get.
All of my friends to battle each other on drums. That's it. There'll be 2 drum kits. Everybody's going to have to fight over who wins.
Dude, nobody's better than you. Come on.
There's going to be pancakes with ice cream served. That's all I want. Everybody to have a good time.
Just crumbled chocolate donuts from... Think about that, right? Your pancake with the ice cream and then the chocolate donuts just crumbled into pieces, like big chunks on top of that, right?
Oh my God.
And then some sort of sauce drizzled on it.
Nutella.
Sure. Yeah.
Nutella and caramel.
Sign me up.
Okay, in the pancakes you're talking about this?
Yeah, that's the layer. That's the build. Pancake on the bottom, ice cream. This is from something else. Sorry. Pancake. Sorry, we're having a business meeting.
Pancake, I forgot we're filming.
Ice cream. I didn't. Ice cream.
We're having a business meeting.
The Paula's crunchy. The chocolate donuts.
Yes,
right? Yes. Nutella, caramel, and then some kind of whipped cream. Cinnamon, like a cinnamon whipped cream.
Cinnamon whipped cream
to really fuck with everything, right?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, put me in the ground already.
See,
that's what I'm talking about.
It's brilliant.
Sorry, patent pending. Don't. Nobody take that shit.
Patent pending. Twice.
It's from The Simpsons, remember?
Speaking of The Simpsons.
Go on.
Did you see The Simpsons ride through Buffalo?
No.
You did not see that?
No, what happened? Was it like the cast, or... He's going to show me.
RIDE. Nuffalo.
Buffalo...
What the hell?
Universal Studios, Hollywood.
What is going on here? Sorry.
And again, sorry about all the road noise. It's just the windows are open because it's 1,000 degrees in here
And
today.
we live in the city. Oh, come on. I want to see it.
That's... Oh. So...
It was in an episode. He was singing about being in upstate New York.
Oh, go to... I bet you go to YouTube. I bet you there's a pirated one up there. Simpsons Buffalo... What? No. That would be it.
No shit. Where is it?
Well, I mean, even if you play it, this episode would definitely get flagged on when we put it up on YouTube, but fuck it, do it anyway.
Well, they made fun of... They drove through Buffalo.
And they made fun of it?
Yeah, it was just crumbling. It was really funny.
It's not. It's not like it's Detroit, which I guess isn't as bad as everyone says anyway. I haven't been there ever, but I hear that actually it's on the mend. I hear like they're doing better and stuff.
Well, the one district, I remember when we first went there, we walked through, it was garbage. The second time we walked back through, it was like better. You know, okay, sure. Then like by the third time, fourth time, there was this one district, it was actually really cool and turned out like really nice and beautiful.
Oh, that's cool.
However, there is a man there. I don't want to rat him out or anything, but by the name of, I don't know. It's kind of scary. Papa Smurf.
Okay.
Have I told you about this before?
No.
Papa Smurf is a man who, if you don't pay, at least this is our theory, if you don't pay him, he's a homeless dude, but he's awesome. He's the nicest dude in the world. You'd never think he'd be like, you guys are cute. I remember you.
Huh.
Yeah, and like he's like, I remember Haley from Paramore. I got her guitar back.
But if you don't pay what?
If you don't pay him, 9 times out of 10 your van gets fucking broken into. It's just always happening.
He's extorting you as a homeless person for protection of your own property.
Pretty much.
Huh.
Pretty much. But we learned that we just, I don't know, every time we'd show up, he was so sick that we were just like, yeah, each of us gave him $1, sure. Everybody gave him some money, sure. But there was always a band that never paid him, that didn't like to, and they got robbed. Yeah.
So throw this dude $5 or have hundreds to thousands of dollars worth of gear stolen out of your van.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And
I think it's worth that small investment, I would say.
yeah, he's awesome though. Like it was weird. The reason it was so sick is because he understood what we were doing. And like he would like help. He would watch the parking lot, but in the sense that if you didn't pay the dude, you got robbed. But he was always remembered each band and each person that came through, and like he was just.
Was it him that robbed you, or did he have like a burner phone where he called friends and said, "Hey, come break into this van"?
I have no idea.
All you know is they'd come back out and shit would be missing.
I don't have any photos on here anymore of. But I had photos of Papa Smurf on here.
Huh.
I don't know. Papa Smurf, though. That all rhymed.
Huh.
Pay the man.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like a small investment to protect
Yes.
your investment.
In Detroit.
It's almost like the insurance that's absolute, right? You pay car insurance, health insurance, you'll pay tens of thousands of dollars over a lifetime into both those things and maybe never use the car insurance, for an accident. Health insurance maybe for minor things, but you're paying out way more than you're using, I think.
Yeah.
But this is like, it's $5 to make sure all your shit doesn't get stolen when you're in a town you're not from.
Is this the right Eminem?
Marshall Mathers. Tom is currently tweeting at the real Slim Shady, asking him if he is familiar with Papa Smurf in Detroit.
How would I word that? Do you think that's good enough? Do you know Papa Smurf too? I did it.
Do you know Papa Smurf from around the way? Yeah.
Let's see.
Likelihood that he answers you.
Well, I know this because it's...
Watch right away.
The venue that we played was the 8 Mile venue. Like that venue of where Eminem fucking smashed it. The
rap battle.
Yeah. That true... I don't know. I don't know. But they since remodeled it, but that is the venue. And I wonder how long that dude has been going there. He had to have been going there since back in those days, too, because he's an old dude.
For sure.
So... But I wonder if... Yeah. Let's see what happens. That'd be so sick.
He's going to keep refreshing. 45 seconds? 50 seconds? He's just going to let it sit there.
Refresh one more time.
Let's see what he says. God, it's hot in here.
Do it. He's probably sleeping still.
Probably. On piles and piles of money.
Kipachow.
Dude, they had...
What the hell?
They had like pizza and wings at the thing last night afterwards.
Pizza.
There was the thing at Community Beer Works afterwards, just so for everybody to kind of hang out and whatever. And it's the pizza sitting out like in the boxes, right? It's just a couple, it's like 4 or 6 like party trays from Bocce just sitting there. And I swear I heard some like older woman kind of go, they should really have those in like a warming tray or something. I'm like, working in food service, right, in restaurants for 18 years plus. Yeah, okay, I guess I see that, but think about this. And I don't remember if I brought this up before on the show or if I've asked you this, but I know I've said this to other people. I feel like you've already answered this. Do you remember, like, being a kid, you'd get pizza on Friday night, the leftover pizza would sit in the box on the fucking stove overnight, and then you'd eat it the next morning with not even heating it up?
Yo, that's really funny you bring that up. I cannot stand it when people put pizza in the refrigerator instead of waiting the next day.
It's like, right, that's, dude, I grew up every Friday.
Yes.
Friday was pizza day, dude. Friday was fucking pizza day. You watched the A-Team, you watched fucking Knight Rider, you ate pizza, you put up the Christmas tree if it was Christmas. I just remember that one specifically. And the pizza, the leftover sat on the stove in the box, lid closed overnight, and then you just went up the next morning. Oh shit, pizza's still here, and you fucking ate it.
Yep.
And nobody ever got sick.
Nope.
Ever.
I still do that. Like I said, I get mad. Like I hate it. Like I hate
Drives me
reheated
fucking
pizza
crazy.
or cold pizza. Like you'll take it out of the refrigerator and you eat it.
Like if you don't finish that and you
Worst.
put it in the fridge and you heat it up later, put it in the oven, right? Microwave, gross. Fucking chewy, disgusting.
I hate putting it in the fridge. I hate even putting it in the oven.
If you have to at all, I'm saying do the oven. That's cool. That's not bad. But this worry about the foodborne illness and stuff, like,
Whatever.
I made the mistake of telling somebody that knowing this from like food safety stuff, that when you put something in the fridge that's too hot and it doesn't cool down quickly enough, you need it to cool quickly.
Yeah.
That the steam that forms on the top of the lid is actually part of where all the bacteria can grow. This is what I've been told. I haven't done any research. I haven't done any experiments or verified it myself. And I told this person that, and now they'll throw stuff out if they see condensation on the lid. It could have been something cold that was put away in the fridge that can still happen, and we'll throw it out because they think it's got bacteria in it.
No.
That's not how it works.
No.
I was looking at stuff online. I just Googled, what's the shelf life for leftovers? I just want to see what the general consensus is. They're like 2 to 3 days. I'm like, all right, so how about all those people who work out all the time, all the CrossFitters, all the powerlifters who meal prep for, say, 5 days a week, say Monday through Friday, they'll meal prep. It's cooked on Sunday, goes into the fridge, right? Sunday night.
Yeah.
By Friday, you're going to eat that and you're going to get sick? I used to do that. Not that I was working out, but when I was at the office, I would meal prep. For months, I meal prepped, and I'd have a week's worth of food put away.
Yeah.
Never once felt sick. Never once felt, I don't know about this one. If you cook your shit properly, you're fine. I wouldn't go much past 5 days, personally. But you're going to tell me after 3 days you got to toss it? How fucking wasteful.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe in this approaching middle age of almost 40, where it's just like, yeah, you're as healthy. You could be healthier. I could definitely be healthier. But per our conversation earlier, when Tom's like, I've been eating so much junk food, I'm just fasting constantly now. I was like, oh, yeah. This kid eats twice as much as I dream of eating when it comes to sugar, and he can't gain a fucking ounce.
I can't. I'm thinking about like maybe drinking beer a night or something like that.
I eat a stick of celery and I put in a pound. It's not even fucking possible.
Huh.
That's an exaggeration, but yours is not. But I just that thought of...
I would like to drink some beer maybe, but I don't like... Dude, I get drunk off of like 1 to 2 beers. You don't have a lot of body mass. No,
I
don't.
That's all right. It's okay. You really don't have to feel bad about it. Because then I feel like
money.
I feel like, true, 1, 2, with such a low tolerance, the likelihood of you becoming an alcoholic, if the limit is said to be 2 per day, and you get to 2 beers and you're already drunk, that's good. You're not going to get to 3. You're under the limit, bro. You're good.
Right?
You're under the limit. If you're at home, who gives a shit? You're not driving anywhere. You're good. I don't know. That's my thought on it.
That is so funny.
Seriously, as long as it's not Stella, so you barf, then you're good.
Yeah.
Keep that shit on lock.
I don't know what type of beer I would even drink. I like the fucking thick beers for some reason, like Sam
But
Adams
Stella's so light,
Oktoberfest.
comparatively. But you said you like it a lot.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oktoberfest is good. Their winter lager is really good. That's got a lot of fucking. Normally, I was talking about this with somebody the other day about Hot Ones, the wing thing, right? I mentioned that to you a bunch of times. It's that series on YouTube with Sean Evans. He's this host, and he has all these different celebrities, athletes, whatever, come on, and they do this series of wings. They get progressively hotter, and then he's asking them these questions. He's doing an interview with these people as they're eating these incredibly hot wings, and as you get toward the end, people are falling apart, right? So I'm watching Gordon Ramsay just lose his fucking mind toward the end, right? Gordon Ramsay, right? This real tough asshole dude who's like got the super refined palate and whatever, right? He's this fucking militant chef. He's great. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate what he does. And I love the juxtaposition of those videos you see on YouTube and Facebook, where it's like how he is with adults versus how he is with kids. If you ever show the shows that he does with the little kids, he's like, it's okay, it's all right, don't worry, we got this, well, I'll help you. And the adults is like, you're a fucking piece of shit, get out. It's so funny to watch this. But so anyway, watching him fall apart.
Good dude.
And then I watch Alton Brown. You know him, right?
No.
The guy from he's also from Food Network, Good Eats. He tours and he does these different shows. Alton Brown, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Google his face while I'm telling the story. You'll know who I'm talking about.
How do you spell Elton? E-L-T-O.
A-L-T-O-N.
Elton whom?
A-L-T-O-N. Brown.
Oh my God.
Brown. That guy.
Oh.
You know that guy.
I don't.
You don't? Okay.
No.
So anyway, Alton Brown's like, he's a chef. He's a chef. He's a food critic. He's an expert in this stuff, right? The funny thing is he didn't get into this end of things until later. He actually started off as a video, like as a director and video producer. So it's funny that he ended up getting into this end of it. So, but he's on the show. And the most recent series, the Hot Ones has their own series of sauces. They have two. They have the Hot Ones, which is like their medium grade. And then they have this one called the Last Dab. And I'm familiar with what the Scoville is, the scale of hotness of okay, it's a scale that measures the heat of hot sauces. Sriracha's like, I want to say like 1100, right? Pretty low, right? There's varying ones that they have. One of them they have this called Mad Dog 357. It's 357,000 Scoville.
Is that really hot?
That's a hot one for sure. That's real hot. Their Last Dab is 2 million Scoville.
Why? Who needs to... My eyes are burning thinking about it.
Right? So everyone's falling apart. You see Bobby Lee and Neil deGrasse Tyson, all these people just, just sweating and just like looking off into the distance and like not being able to manage time properly. Alton Brown is eating these wings. He gets all the way through that last one, and this guy is breaking down the flavor profile. He's like, in the Last Dab, he goes, I could be giving the wrong details, but he goes, yep, no, there's the mango. I get the mango from that. I get this, and this. I'm like, how can you get past the heat to taste the fucking flavor of the goddamn thing? It's amazing.
Was there mango in it or something?
Whatever there was, he was saying, whatever there was, he was correctly going, I taste this, and this. And now,
this dude?
Yeah. Now, Sean Evans is the host. He does it. He's the one who does it every time. They've done 8 seasons, I think like 10 episodes a season. So he is prepared for the level of pain that's going to come. But he's not a person with the most refined palate because that's not what he does, right? He's an interviewer. He's a host of the show and a couple other ones. But he can handle the heat, which is cool. So he can still have a conversation and go, oh, yeah, no, there is. We did put this and that. There is that and that as well. He goes, yeah, no, it's definitely this. And, oh, well, here's the coriander or whatever. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh everyone else is losing their mind. So I can't break down flavor profiles like at all. But
if it's hot, it's hot. If it's not, it's not.
To get back to my point about the winter lager from Sam Adams, roundabout way, that is one of the beers where when I drank it, I could taste like there's nutmeg and there's, I think maybe cinnamon. It's got like the stuff that you expect to be baked into cookies around Christmas time are in this beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one of the ones that I could taste where I'm like, oh shit, okay, yeah, I get that.
Sam Adams winter?
The winter lager, yeah.
Winter lager.
You can taste, there's like a nuttiness to it and stuff. There's like a round.
I want junk food.
Whatever.
I want all junk food right now.
That pancake thing's off the hook, though.
Yeah. I gotta go to work. I don't want to go to work. I just want to make pancakes and junk food.
Well, I mean, that's the plan, right?
Weird.
What's
How weird is that?
That's the plan?
I just got the feeling to bake junk food as bad as I would think of playing drums and shooting. Did something just click?
I don't know, man. Those are two of your biggest passions for what I know of you, and I think we know each other fairly well. And I know how passionate you are about firearms and how intermittently passionate you are about playing drums.
Hey, side note.
And
do you need your guitar back by any chance?
No, I told you. I said it's.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I texted you back. It was like the next day. But I said it's on loan as long as you need it.
Oh, word.
If I need it back at some point, I'll say, hey, because I'm recording something or whatever. But I don't fucking do anything.
Yeah, I don't want it to be like a book. Do you know what I mean? That's why I was like checking in.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah, word. No, we have it standing.
There's no way that compares to the book.
We have a book, right. Yeah, well, it's a $15 paperback. It's fine. We have a standing understanding. As long as as long as I don't need it for something, you hold on to it.
Do you have a Gibson?
Yeah, I still have my Les Paul.
Oh, okay. Well, word.
I mean, I actually like the way the guitar you have sounds better.
Really?
The Les Paul plays a bit better, but
I had a dream. Now that we're talking about this, I had a dream. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I compared. I was playing the Samick, and then somebody else. You were there. Somebody else was there, and somebody was trying to convince me that their guitar was better than the Samick. But I was like, no way, the Samick just feels better. And like I just remember playing the Samick and just liking it better. How that's for just my dream.
I mean, it plays really well for a really inexpensive guitar that cost me next to nothing to put all the new hardware on and the different pickups and stuff. Compared to what that guitar would cost as an actual it'd be a mid-level instrument. It plays really well and it sounds the best of any guitar I've ever owned.
It's an awesome G.
Yeah, I really like it. I wish it looked just like a Les Paul body and not like sort of just slightly different. It was post lawsuit.
So it was slightly different?
Yeah.
I thought it was the opposite.
No. So it's like the horn is shorter, and then it's like actually got a thicker body. The neck doesn't sit in the same place. And the headstock's different. In the 70s, the 60s and 70s, specifically the 70s, Samick and other Japanese guitar manufacturers were making exact replicas of Gibson Les Pauls at a fraction of the price, and they played just as nice, if not better. And Gibson's a very litigious company, at least they used to be. And so they actually sued every manufacturer that was doing it because they owned the patent and the copyright on the look of the guitar.
Yeah.
Whereas with the Fender Stratocaster, everyone makes a fucking Strat. It's the exact same goddamn body. Like, everybody makes one. So the Fender's like, hey, whatever, man. But Gibson was like, no, you're not going to do this. So if you can find a pre-70, like a pre-lawsuit Les Paul from Samick, which Steve-O used to have one, but he sold to a friend of his.
It's like the AR-15.
I don't.
In Colt.
You have to fill me in.
Or Armalite. Which actually stands for AR-15, right? So it's
not automatic rifle.
No, it's Armalite Rifle 15, and they invented the design of the lower, right?
Okay.
So, but what ended up happening was, I think it was, and then Colt bought it. I don't know. But that same shit happened, to where other companies started copying the design of the lower, and Colt sued all these other companies, and they put a patent on it. But so if another company sold an AR lower, Colt and Armalite got money for it.
Yeah.
So it just kind of same.
Well, I was going to say, like with copyright protection for art and for intellectual property and for actual design, the same thing with like music in the respect of, like Stairway to Heaven. The band that actually initially came up with the initial hook that they stole that from ended up winning. Well, it's similar. The progression is the same, but the whole, I don't know, whatever. They made it better, but Led Zeppelin sees no money from the sale of that song. Every penny goes to this other band, who is just a bunch of dudes. It's not even a band. It hasn't been a band since the 60s or whatever.
They're like one of those bands. They're like the original like, Fight Like Sinatra with nobody, you know?
Yeah, just some dudes. It's like, oh, I get this residual check every once in a while for whatever the streams are from the streaming services and any sales for CDs. Like that song, Led Zeppelin sees no money from. But I mean, they're also all millionaires too.
Yeah.
Like it does. Like it's like whatever.
Whatever is right. That'd be sick.
But like, it wasn't just that song though. They were known for stealing a lot of different shit.
Huh.
Yeah. It was like pretty like it would be their opening acts too. That they would just go, we can make this better. And they would take it.
Shit.
You know, that's where pardon me. Excuse me. That was gross.
I didn't know that about Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you kind of hear it. You're just like, oh, come on. Right. Like when you hear about Louis, you're just like, ah, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's similar in that respect.
Dude.
It's like,
yeah.
Same.
That's crazy.
A friend tweeted at somebody, like a response to somebody who was a friend of theirs. And I saw this just the other day. It was Sunday morning, so it was after Saturday. And the initial tweet from this person that I don't know said, was at a wedding this evening, and when Michael Jackson came on, everybody looked around, you know, kind of nervously, and everyone seemed really uneasy. And my friend responds to her, to this friend of hers, and she says, similar, I was at a wedding this evening as well, and when Remix to Ignition came on, everyone froze in their place and walked off the dance floor.
Oh my God.
R. Kelly.
Yeah, I was about to say, what? Ignition. Oh yeah, that's right.
Remix to Ignition. Right? It's just like, so you hear about it, it's just like, oh, come on. Just, why do you have to be a piece of shit? Different, and again, we won't get into it deep. Different, you know, starting from Michael to Kelly to Louis, different levels of pieces of shit. But it's like, God, why can't you just fucking? Why can't you just be this? But it's like, I don't know. Is it unrealistic to expect that anyone who's an artist who does specifically usually music or what comedy or whatever, when you get to that level, that you have to go outside the box and be some kind of weirdo?
Who the fuck knows?
You know.
Who knows?
Have I brought up to you the video of that's out there? There's actually no. I don't think you can find the video anymore. But there's a transcript of the video of who is it? Who was the rock and roll guy from early on? The black guy with the really long fingers who played He was the guitar player right around the same times as like Buddy Holly and them. Why can't I think of his name? You know, oh my god, this is fucking horrifying that I can't think of this.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Around the same time as like Little Richard and the Big Popper and Richie Valens and oh my god,
I don't know. I'm sorry,
dude. Oh, this is hurting me.
What are you trying to get at? I kind of lost.
Okay, well, not Buddy Holly. It was the other. It was the.
He's a guitar player.
Yeah.
And he has red hair.
No, black guy. It was a something with a B though. I swear to God.
B.B. King?
No, not B.B. King. He was a blues player. He was a rock and roll guy. This is I am horrified at the fact that I can't fucking get this name out of my head right now. No, but the same era. Probably a little bit, maybe a little bit earlier than James
I don't
Brown.
know.
He was one of the originators. Oh,
Originators.
no. This is your cousin Marvin. Marvin Berry. Chuck Berry.
I don't want to. The disco singer, dude.
No, Chuck Berry. Wow, this is even bad on you now. You've seen Back to the Future, right? We've talked about this.
Yes.
Okay. When Marty's on the stage and he's playing that song, right?
Yeah.
And the guy calls, he's like, "Hey, this is your cousin Marvin Berry.
Yeah.
You know the new sound you were looking for?" He called, "Yo, Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
You still don't know who I'm talking about.
That one.
Yeah. Yes, Chuck Berry.
That's Chuck Berry.
Okay, so Chuck Berry, right? Rock and roll legend, guitar, icon, part of the start of rock and roll in this country. There was, and still is somewhere, a video of him with a woman performing sexual acts, specifically like degradingly and like peeing in her mouth and stuff.
Ew.
And then at some point, because this has been on top,
Ew.
Josh Potter actually read the transcript on Your Mom's House. And at some point during it, he like farts and he goes, "Yeah, you like that, don't you?" And it's shit like that, like just a real fucking creeper. He also owned property where he had installed cameras. It was like public property, like there was like public bathrooms where he installed cameras in the women's bathrooms, like overhead shot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just like
why?
And this is not hearsay. This is proven shit. He's been
Why?
dead forever long, but it's like, why exactly to that point? Why do you gotta be such a fucking weirdo?
That is weird as
Why
fuck.
can't you just be really good at playing guitar
and just live?
Yeah,
Be happy. Maybe ask your significant other.
I do
forcing them.
I do not want to start anything by what I'm about to say. I am not suggesting this is even a possibility. I'm just saying that sometimes, remember when we talked early on, the episode when we had with Steve, where we talked about manifesting things in our heads, like cobras and stuff, and anacondas in the bed, like killing your kids, and mountain lions and shit. Your brain manifests things.
Mountain lions in the city.
I obviously follow The Rock. I think millions of people follow The Rock. And I keep thinking to myself, what if it just comes out one day that this guy who's so philanthropic, who's so awesome, who's so caring and so giving is this fucking debaucherous piece of shit? What if there's this dark... And I'm like, no, there can't be. Please, for the love of fuck, don't let there be... Don't. Just stop. First, stop thinking it. And two, don't ever let it be real.
Yeah.
And don't deny it if it is, but I just... He's just such a sweet dude. Like, if you see the videos where he pulls up next to a school bus and he has like blacked out windows and he'll roll it down and the kids are like a baseball team headed to a thing and they'll lose their mind. We're talking 17, 18-year-olds, right? Yeah. They're like seniors, juniors.
That is so sick.
And they'll lose their mind. They're like, oh my God, holy shit, blah, blah, blah. And the coolest thing that this was pretty recent is there's his video that he puts up. And then somehow he gets a hold of one of their videos from inside the bus to confirm that this thing obviously actually happened. And he posted that video too from their perspective of it. And it was so crazy. It's like just pulling up. It's like, hey guys, how's it going? And people just lose their fucking mind. If I'm at the Rock, I'd shit myself.
Yeah, right.
But there's that horror in me that's just like, just what if? Like, I can't imagine. When you think about the old movie stars from like the 40s and 50s, Cary Grant and them who's like fucking beat. Yeah, this is it. Yeah. And I think it's that kid with the phone right there that the footage ends up. That
He's got the helmet on.
Yeah. He'll just do that, and like that's how fucking crazy. Like that's awesome.
Oh,
like,
he is so
that would be a
sick.
story I would tell for the rest of my. Is this the other? Yeah, this is it. This is this kid's like how fucking crazy is that? That's insane. So
that's so funny.
it was like what a little thing for him to do to like what did that do for those kids?
Did
like,
they
it's
win
amazing.
that game?
I wonder. I wonder.
If they did not fucking
I would say
win,
click on the USA Today link. They'd probably, hopefully say. But the team was clearly went on to win the game by 24 runs.
Dude, they were
Oh,
pumped.
24-22. Wow, that's still a lot of runs for the other team too. But they won the fucking game though. That's you know what I mean? Like how fucking cool is that? That's awesome.
That is pretty sweet.
Please don't be a giant pervert.
No.
Please,
No.
Rob. Please don't let that be a thing. I'm myself and millions of the Rock's fans are begging you.
Hey,
Please
this is kind of old news.
go on.
The NHL playoff. Ovechkin fought this fucking 19-year-old.
Probably didn't go well for the 19-year-old.
No, not at.
Ovechkin's a fucking
all.
monster in the first place, and
Everyone was
though
like, he's 19, but everybody else is like, well, why pick a fight with this dude? You knew the outcome. Like,
did he pick the fight with Ovechkin?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, not fuck him, but
Ovechkin is a dude that, like, won't.
this guy's a murderer.
He's
not actual. Well, maybe he's Russian. Who knows? I'm just
I
saying,
feel like he's a competitor. He competes, and, like, he has that competitive mentality. He's not going to go out of his way to fucking
it's
fight.
not
you,
even
though.
just that. Like it's that he's. It's like Rogan always says. He goes, Russians aren't your average white people. Ovechkin is not. Oh, that was quick too.
Yeah.
That was real quick. I mean, the guy is just a fucking
They
murderer.
took him out. He was out.
Oh yeah, he knocked him out. The way that he was on the ground just there, it looked like okay, he's getting up. That's good. Kind of. No. That's the thing. Like when you watch those fucking KOs in the UFC MMA fights, and they're just like shaking on the ground, they're seizuring. Like that's what he did to that kid. Like he fucked him up.
Yeah.
And quick. And don't pick a fight with a murderer. I don't know. That's like even at 40 whatever Chara is, Chara, right?
Yeah.
You don't fucking pick a fight with Chara. You're not gonna win. He's almost 8 feet tall with skates on.
He's like 8 feet tall.
I think he's 7'8". I think he's 7'8". I
God.
want to say he's something crazy fucking tall, and then put skates on him, which adds a couple inches.
I want to meet him.
And he's 40 something years old, and he's just a monster, and another Russian, and he's just
Yeah, he is Russian.
Just
It's probably a crazy stacked Russian team. Ovechkin and Chara.
yeah, probably be nuts. I don't know. Just don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I hope you up your life insurance, brother. I hope you're covering all your bases, man.
Until next year, though. Yeah, they got knocked out.
Who was that? Capitals?
Washington. Yeah.
Really? I don't know, man. I'd like to see. I want to apologize, guys. It's too hot in here to not have windows open, but there's just so much noise outside, and I don't know if it's coming through. It sounds like it is to me, but
Who knows?
what are you gonna do? I don't have Rogan money, okay, guys?
Rogan.
I don't.
Mr. JR.
E.
Is E Entertainment?
Joe Rogan Experience.
Oh. Dree?
Jerry.
Dree. Honk.
You people.
A friend
are
of
the
mine
worst.
showed me this video the other day, and it's awesome. I posted it. I think you saw it, actually. The Buffalo Bills thing.
Yeah, it was weird.
That is so funny. I guess it's an old...
It's like a
commercial.
claymation-ish thing, right?
Yeah.
It looked like
my ear.
I want to say it looked like a Tim Burton kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had that kind of vibe.
What? No! And everything dies. That is so funny. Just
Yeah.
typical Buffalo.
Yeah, I guess
I don't care for the Bills.
I don't sport, but I do know that I guess people are tweeting that most people are pretty happy with what they did with the draft, the Bills, but they didn't get a wide receiver, or
I don't give a
they
shit.
did get a wide receiver and they didn't need one or something. I don't know, but I don't.
I'll throw on a Bills hat to go join my friends in watching them, but I really don't give a shit.
Did you see that thing? Completely separate topic. I saw it earlier this morning.
That thing.
I saw it on Twitter. there's this Saudi, I want to say Saudi, I want to be correct, I believe it's Saudi, intellectual, this woman who's a Saudi intellectual, who says that gay men have a worm that live in their rectum that eat sperm, and that's why they do it, and it brainwashes them. Just so I'm not wrong, would you pull that up?
What? How?
I saw that, and I fucking.
How do I Google search that?
We'll go to Twitter. I'd say go to Twitter and then go to trending, because it's got to be trending right now.
Like,
yeah, where's I don't know.
I don't know either. I have no idea what to.
Because normally, there's like moments, notifications, messages. There's usually like trending or something when you have it on your phone, but.
Entertainment?
I would not.
News?
I'd say news. Yeah.
I didn't even know all this shit existed.
This is going to be horrible. Type in "gay worm" and see what comes up.
Gay worm.
I don't know how else to. Yep, that's it right here. I discovered therapeutic suppositories. Wait, I'm not reading fast enough. So the person who posted this, reposted the video, said that this woman who is a Kuwaiti academic says gay males have a worm in their anus that feed on semen. She says that she has developed pills inspired by the Islamic prophetic tradition that can be inserted into the anus to kill the worm and treat homosexuality.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. I can't even. I saw that and I went, okay. Yep.
What?
I don't think. I'm gonna.
Thompson, like, I don't think it's a worm as much as it might be like a caterpillar. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I could speak for a gay dude. I don't think. Oh, why the fuck would you put something?
That's just.
Think about that. Let me shove this in my ass really fast.
Not even that.
Just
that there's an organism that's caught like it. That's insanity. That's literally insanity. And the fucked up thing is, you know that in this planet of 7.2 plus billion people, there are people out there who go, oh yeah, that makes sense, and just take it at her word.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's the worm. It's a worm, Nick. It's a worm. Where do people come up with this stuff?
I don't fucking know.
Well, this confirms.
It's not something first that needs to be cured. By the way, it's not a thing that you cure. It just you're gay. Okay. Cool. Like, it's just
that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's not a disease. It's just you're just gay. You like the same thing that you have. I just can't.
Anal worm that feeds on semen.
Yeah. Praise to Allah. Okay. And then she's just like, yeah, no, I feel what you're saying. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I don't. I can't.
I don't understand.
And
this right here.
And the thing is, another thing that bothers me so much about it is that, you know, she's bringing, you know, Islam into it, and there are people, and I briefly scroll. You know, I think Twitter's just a fucking cesspool. I just kind of scrolled through the comments, and there's people in there who were like, I'm Islam, you know, I'm Islamic, and I'm like, they're like, this, she does not speak for us. This is not what we believe.
That's what I mean.
You
like.
know? And I'm just like, that's just insanity.
But this...
And it's too easy for people to take this and run with it and go, it's a story.
Yeah.
And either sell it.
It's trending on Twitter right now.
Sell it. Yeah. It was the first thing. It said type in gay worm, and it was the first fucking thing that popped up. I saw it. Not that I had to address it,
Did
but I just
she
felt
do
like
the research herself?
Was she shoving fingers into buttholes? Is that what you're asking?
How does she know that there's a worm?
I don't know. It says she's an academic, not that she's a doctor or that she's a physician or anything. So I don't know.
I want to know how she knows about this worm.
You know what I don't want to know, because I know that it's bullshit. So it's just a waste of my time to figure out how this person.
How do you know that there's a worm?
I can't. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the day of the world.
Gay worm.
Gay worm.
Guys, it was the quickest way I could figure out to get to the story I was talking about, and it worked. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sitting here. I couldn't figure out. Well, how do you Google search?
What is this on the side? I'm a gay worm?
I'm a gay worm.
Who is this?
Shout out to Luis, however the hell you say that. I'm a gay worm. Don't follow me because I'm fake and gay worm.
Hasn't tweeted, but joined in July of 2012.
Wow.
It's a crazy, and has 35
Shout out.
followers. Oh, so it's just a shadow account because she has all those likes, but she doesn't post anything.
It's her rip on
I say her because it was a girl in the picture, but you know,
gay worm time.
catfishing. Who knows?
Shout out to gay worm time.
Joined February 2019, which isn't even that long ago, but still.
These people are only making troll accounts.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. I don't know, man. I can't. I think to myself, friends are dying from cancer. I know 4 people off the top of my head right now who have or are battling or have beaten cancer, and one who died Wednesday from a tumor that, while not cancerous, did cause his death. And we're worried about
Gay worms.
gay worms.
I'm not worried about gay worms.
Well, the worms aren't gay. It's the worms that make you gay.
Yes. Or
Because,
I think you could go purchase these worms, though.
what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm not totally lying.
I thought you were going to like that episode of Always Sunny where Frank bought a tapeworm
Oh, no.
and he gave himself a tapeworm to upset Charlie because he was more interested in this tapeworm. I can't remember what they named the tapeworm.
Oh, my God. I forgot about that.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I gotta find it. But no, I was just kind of just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Kidding. I was like, you can go to the store and buy this gay worm.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to eat semen.
Did you ever hear of pinworms?
What is a pinworm?
So I don't know that I want to.
Too late. It's only one worm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they actually do exist, and they basically lay like thousands of eggs apiece in your rectum, and it causes your asshole to be super itchy. And it's this parasite that you have. And the reason I heard about this is I was listening to a podcast that Kristen Bell, Kristen Bell?
Yeah.
That she was on, and
Ew.
It's something that can happen when you have little kids, because little kids aren't always clean and maybe touch their buttholes and then their mouths or whatever, and it's just one of those things like kind of passes around, and she and her one daughter got it, and you just have to take like this antibiotic or whatever, but it's like, that's fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
They think that that's a thing, and that's not even like, when you think about third world countries that don't have the access to medicines and shit that we do, just imagine the amount of stuff that's out there that just wants to live inside you and just fuck you up.
Ew.
You know?
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. As you're scrolling through the what to do about it, you're just like, fucking just tear out your anus. I don't know.
How do you know if you have pinworms?
You get a super itchy asshole. So what she said, which is kind of funny, is her husband Dax, Dax Shepard?
Yeah.
Her husband, when she's like, do you have this? He goes, I always have this. So she's like, yeah, you probably don't have it then, because he always has an itchy asshole.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I was like, I saw that thing this morning, and then I thought,
your mom and dad.
I thought the pinworm thing, and then I just, so awful. Just, ugh. It's these things when I see this stuff and I become a little bit of a hypochondriac where I go, maybe I should get health insurance just in case I fucking actually get some weird.
How do you get pinworms?
Again, it's from like, what did she say it was from? How do you know if you have? How do you get it?
Who gets?
They're just let me see. Most common worm infection in the United States. School-age children, followed by preschoolers, have the highest rates. Causes for pinworm infection are seen most often in schools, daycare center. Okay, but what causes it? How does someone get pinworms? A little bit further down. By an infected child, not washing hands after using the bathroom. The child touches playmates' toys. Okay, so the same way most communicable pink eye and whatever else, but yeah. So they just exist, and if you're not cleaning yourself properly, and your hands specifically, they will get in you.
Ew.
When people say, well, everything happens for a reason. Yeah, those don't need to exist.
No, not
if
at
that
all.
didn't exist, no one would miss them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? So, Bat's cousin is causing gay people, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, how do you explain, women, though, right? Lesbians. Oh, she didn't think about that.
Apparently
it causes homosexuality, right? So because it wants to eat the sperm, wants a jizz cocktail.
I'm like freaking out right now, and I'm like,
Tom's like,
I'm like feeling my belly.
It's like,
oh my god,
is something moving around? What's going on?
Do I feel worms? I'm like grossed out by worms now.
Yeah, Paige hates them. She's just worms in general. So something like that's horrifying to her. It's crazy. I don't know. This is definitely taking a turn.
Yeah.
This was been a weird one.
Pinworms.
Yeah. Pinworms, gay worms.
Who the fuck knows?
Drummers, tumors.
Tumors, drummers, firearms.
Alton Brown being able to break down the flavor profile of a hot sauce with 2 million Scoville.
Shit, I want pizza right now. Nice good cheese pizza.
Dude, you want to go get pizza?
I'd be down.
Let's go get pizza. All right, everybody, we're going to go get pizza. We'll be back next week. At least that's always the plan. Next week, I think I have a surprise guest that might show up on the following week's episode, but I have to lock that down completely. Since nobody really ever responds to any requests that we have for response, I'm just going to drop it when I drop it. But it should be a good time if and when it does happen. And another one further down the road, too, that I confirmed last night with a buddy who I have mentioned on the show before. That one should be... fingers crossed, all kinds of hilarial. We'll see. Hilarial. But in the meantime, spring has sprung. You can hear the construction begin.
Sort of. Today's cold.
290's got that whole block that's fucked up. The Skyway's all jacked from the city halfway down the Skyway.
Eesh.
Route 5. For the rest of until fall.
All right.
Yeah. I was talking about the positivity of spring and then about how fucking construction sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's winter and construction. Those are the two seasons in Buffalo.
Winter and construction.
Have you ever seen those memes? There's two seasons in Buffalo, winter and construction.
That is so funny. The winter destroys.
It does, dude. Fucking potholes are awful. But anyway, take care. Wow. Shit, that was loud. This is so unprofessional, bro.
It's okay.
Yeah. Everybody have a good time. Take care of each other. You know what? A little bit separate. Because I hadn't talked to Jay in a very long time, and I'm now regretting that. And I feel like I see my brother regretting that, especially because they were such close friends over the fallout that they had so long ago. If there's somebody in your life that used to be close to you and now they're not because of actions of yourself, of them, of whatever, and it's been a goddamn minute and you know that they're still above the ground, I'm just suggesting it might be worth your time for your life, for your friendship, for your soul, or whatever you believe in, to reach out to them and just see how they are, and maybe if fences can be mended, if holes can be patched. I just think that I've been thinking about that a lot this past week. So I'll leave you guys with that. Think of it as a positive thing. Think of it as a motivation to just sort of move forward, move past. Forgive, forget, like bygones be bygones, and just remember you get two things in this world. You're guaranteed only two things: you're born on date and the dash. And what you do with the dash, that's up to you. We just ended the podcast.